Alright guys, this is my first shot at this, so give me a break. I've been watching How the World Works director, pretty much going to war with people who don't agree with him. There seem to be a lot of environmentalists against him. There seem to be a lot of uh, socialist Marxists sort of out to get him because of his capitalist views. It's kind of lame. Really what you need to look at here is, why are socialists socialists? Because they failed at the free market, and they find that it's easier and cheaper to just sort of protest like crybabies just to get their way. They're going to find a way to use the law to dig their hands in rich people's pockets who have figured out how to make money legitimately. It's kind of lame. I mean, really, I'm not a wealthy guy. I work a job that I work a substantial amount of hours at, don't make a ton of money. You know, money's tight for everybody right now. But at least I have the personal pride of knowing that I don't try to dig my hands in the government's pocket, which the government, well, that only equals taxpayers, since the government really doesn't have any money of their own. I think it's kind of lame when people sit there and try to, spew crap at this guy. I think he's really a pretty good guy. And if it if it bugs you that he doesn't blink, well, here, let me blink a few times. I'll blink for him, okay? If you can't refute what the guy says, which it seems that almost nobody on here even gives him, you know, even a run for it. I mean, the guy just simply pastes everybody, and they sit there and go, "Well, I've won. Thunderfoot and all these other guys. They're just upset. They really seem like they just want to shout down capitalism, um, shout down the free market. What it really just tells me, and I don't even I don't even know these guys, but I'm already getting an image in my head of a complete loser, nobody, who has done nothing with their life in the free market, doesn't really want to exert themselves, anywhere anymore past their own failures of the past, and that's it. Now they're sick of it. They're going to go dig their hands in somebody else's pockets using the force of government. And if that's what they really are, that is a sickening way to be. That's why don't we just go do some home invasions? Really, let's just go find. Hey, nobody likes Rush Limbaugh. Let's just go run and just sack his house, really, and just grab all of his stuff, because that's more or less what it's like. And it's sick. It's low class. It's trashy. People that want to do that kind of stuff are just trash. And these kids that go out and professionally protest in London at the G20 or wherever, they're just people with nothing to do because they're gainfully unemployed. Some of them are even getting paid by some, left wing, sort of like an anarchist groups or whatever. It's junk. Let's just face it. You need to just figure out how to make a living, an honest living, like your parents probably did. Really. If you went to college just to party on, and you're saying that your high school education wasn't very good, I submit to you, you probably don't know if your education was any good because you were too worried about, who you were going to take on a date, what was going to be on the pizza, where you were going to score your beer or your weed from. And now that your education has passed you by, and you really can't go back and hit that reset button like a video game, and you're pretty much stuck with what you have, well, you're going to have to really dig a little harder now. Because nobody wants to give you anything, okay? Nobody. Yeah, I pay a little bit of federal taxes. Do you? Really? So a non-federal taxpayer is going to talk about what they expect from the federal government. Really? That's funny. Wow. And we wonder why these tax revolts go on. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.